What's up YouTube? My name is Ari Lynn and I am back with another YouTube video. As you can see, we have a guest joining us today. This is one of my dogs. Her name is Blue and she's just hanging out. She's just chilling. So hopefully you do not mind her hanging out with us today. But yeah, today's video, as you can tell by the title, is gonna be a monthly favorites slash wrap up slash February TBR. It's kind of like an all-in-one. And I'm just gonna go through my favorite things of everything from, books to TV to movies to skincare, makeup, all the things. So why don't we just get into the video? First up, we have my favorite book of the month. Now, I only read one book this month, and that was Blood Like Magic by Lizelle Samberry. I have a whole reading vlog on it, and I will link it in the cards and in the description. But basically, we follow Voya, and this is set in the future. She comes from a family of witches. In this world, witches exist. There's different families of witches. Like some have magic, some don't. And she comes from a family with magic. And at the age of 16 is when you are given a mission or task from your ancestors. And if you complete the task, you are given your magic. If you don't complete the task, then you are pretty much exiled from your family and you have nothing. Voya, who is tasked with what seems to be the impossible. Along the way, she finds love. Her first love becomes a part of the task. I adored it. It is YA. I like my fantasy YA or new adult. I gave it 5 stars. And it is a duology. So Blood Like Magic is the first book, Blood Like Fate is the second book, and I will be reading that in February, just as a little hint, a little preview as to what's to come in later in this video. But yeah, I adored it and I could not recommend it more. And next we have my favorite TV show. I didn't really watch any new shows this month, like new to me shows. However, I will say I did love Abbott Elementary's crossover with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I love both of those shows. I heard that they were gonna have a crossover episode. I was on the edge of my seat just waiting for this, and it was so funny. And I heard Quinta Brunson say that in the upcoming season of It's Always Sunny, they're gonna have the Abbott episode from their point of view, and I just cannot wait for that. Both of those shows are amazing, and I love the crossover episode. It was hilarious. It was so on brand for both of the shows, and I couldn't say anything bad about it. It was great. My favorite movie of this month was actually the Deadpool franchise. Okay, I'm a Marvel girl through and through. However, I had never watched the Deadpool movies because I was like, I don't know if Deadpool is really my vibe. I know Ryan Reynolds is funny in it, and it is funny, but I was just like, I don't know. I wasn't really sure about it. And then literally New Year's Day is when I watched these. I didn't do nothing New Year's Day, and I watched all 3 Deadpools, and I adored them. And I don't know why I thought that I wouldn't like Deadpool. All right, moving on to makeup. Now this is not 100% makeup, but it's makeup adjacent, which is lashes. Now I don't have any lashes on today, but clearly, as you can see, I used these. I love these lashes. They're full. They last a pretty long time. I play with my eyes a lot. I probably shouldn't. So for me, they don't last as long as they should, but I feel like if I didn't play with my eyes, then these would last a lot longer. I got these off of Amazon. I do have an Amazon storefront, which I will also link in the description. They were really inexpensive. I think they were like $5, something like that. They're really inexpensive, but they are really good. For skincare, I also got these toner pads off of Amazon. These are from a Korean brand called Jiwoojae. A Heartleaf BHA peeling pad for rough and dull skin. You probably could not see that because the writing is in white. But I have very, 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 very dry skin. And especially this winter, my skin has not been loving it. Okay, she has been going through it. And these, I use these daily as a toner pad, right? But you know, you can also use the flip side of these as a face mask, and it just hydrates. It hydrates so well, and I am so glad that I bought these. Like I said, I bought these on Amazon. It will be linked in the description in my storefront. Bodycare. So I was in Walmart the other day, and I'm just perusing, right? And I have never tried a body wash by this brand before, but I've heard great things. I love anything blueberry. I'm a blueberry girl down bad. So when I smelled this Native and Dunkin' blueberry cobbler body wash, I was like, yeah, yeah, I need that immediately. And they had a matching deodorant. Yeah, it smells absolutely amazing, and I live for this. I was trying to find this in a lotion, and I don't know if they have it in a lotion, but it wasn't in Walmart. And if they had this in a lotion, listen, listen, I would drench myself in this. It smells so good. Okay, next up we have music. So, a little bit about me. I'm a K-pop girl. Obviously, since this was their first comeback in years, my favorite song of the month is gonna be Python by GOT7. I'm so excited that they are back. I'm so excited that they're back. I've missed them so much. They are my favorite group of all time. And I can't wait till they tour. Y'all know y'all getting the vlog. Y'all know y'all getting the vlog because I'm manifesting front row. Manifesting front row. And I I need to see Jackson. I just need to tell Jackson how much I love him. Like that just needs to happen. Honorable mention for music is Paradise by Psychic Fever. They are a J-pop group. Okay. Next we have fragrance. I don't know why it took me so long to buy this fragrance, yo. It went viral on TikTok 2022 or 2023, something like that. But I finally ended up getting this Codlage perfume oil. I got it on Amazon again. It will be linked. And it is divine. I like to pair this with I have the Sol de Janeiro 62. I believe it's 62. I like to pair this with that. Like it just goes so well together. And I don't know why I recently just purchased this. I don't know why I didn't purchase it when it was going viral. But baby, I'm gonna have to give me some more perfume oils. The way it was described on TikTok was like a woman with her titties out being fed fruit. And I can say that's accurate. It's fruity, but at the same time gourmand. Like it's a very unique scent. Why I like to pair it with that Sol de Janeiro. If you're a fruity girl, you would definitely like this, but also if you're a gourmand girl, you would like this too, for sure. When it comes to clothing and accessories, I saw this already. I call it my granny cardigan. It was in the first video I ever made, my booktube newbie tag, which I will link again in the card and in the description. I've been having it forever, and I usually only wear it like literally at Thanksgiving, like around the holidays is the only time I wear it. But this winter, because it was just colder than usual, I've been wearing it a lot and I like it. And it does have a hole in it because when we got our new dog Maple, she was jumping on me and she just kind of snagged it and it ripped. But I still wear it, baby. I'm not leaving the house with it. But I still wear it because that cardigan is a dream. And I don't know why I was not wearing it before. I don't remember where I got it from. It's probably like all discontinued and everything. And I wish I could link it for y'all. But that granny sweater is life. I live for it. Alright, apps. Ciao. With this TikTok ban. Remember when we all moved to Red Note? And then they brought TikTok back? Where you going? Okay. Hi. Hi. Yeah. You want to sit right here? I thought TikTok was being banned for good. I deleted TikTok. And I'm on Red Note. And you can follow me on Red Note. I'll link it. But we moved to Red Note and now I can't get TikTok back. It is not a complaint. I actually like Red Note more than TikTok. It's just TikTok is American. There's a lot of American people still on Red Note for content's sake, you know. I wish I would have kept the app. But I love Red Note. It's literally a mix between, it's a Chinese app if you don't know. It's a Chinese app. It's a mix between Pinterest, Instagram, and TikTok. The algorithm is better. They have an English option if you're worried about it all being in Chinese. There's an English option. There's translate built into it. If you want to post on it, just be mindful that, you know, it's not your app. So put Mandarin subtitles. You know, post in Mandarin and in English. Okay. You want to sit down? You want to sit right here? You can sit next to me. You can sit next to me. Okay, my favorite drink of the month. So, I have it with me. It is this Sunkissed watermelon lemonade. This tastes like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. It is so good. I normally don't drink soda, but this is so good. Freaking Sunkissed is a brand, high key. I found it at the dollar store, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it's at Walmart and whatever else. Let's see, my favorite memory. My favorite memory of this month would definitely have to be the snow that we got. So I live in Louisiana, so that it don't snow here, and if it do snow, it's like once every couple years. Not even that. Once every like 5-10 years, and it's like a little sprinkle. I will post like videos and pictures on the screen. I was just so excited because as a born and bred Louisiana girl, we don't get that, and it was just nice to experience the snow, like real snow. It was everything that I could have ever dreamed of in a winter wonderland. My dogs enjoyed it. We only had one day, but it was just great. My favorite podcast of this month. Okay, so my favorite podcast that I've been listening to for a while is Moral of the Story or Mott's by Stephanie Sue. And her other podcast, Rotten Mango, is a podcast that I listen to a lot. Those are my two podcasts that I listen to the most. I just love Stephanie Sue. I feel like if we knew each other in real life, we would be besties. If you don't know, Stephanie Sue is a podcaster and a YouTuber, and her podcast Moral of the Story is basically she'll talk about these insane funny cases, usually from China. Sometimes she'll do American, but they're mostly from China. And when I say cases, like I don't mean like true crime. Like there might be a little bit of crime in there, but it's not like, you know, murder and death and whatever. It's usually just something that's so ridiculous, so outlandish, so funny that like she just had to talk about it. And at the end, she tells you what the moral of the story was. And then the other podcast that she does is called Rotten Mango, and that is a true crime podcast. When it comes to home things, right, I have candles we got from the farmer's market. This is one of them. It is called Winter Nights. It smells like snow. That's the only way I can describe it. And the other one we got is called Forest Floor. That one, it just smelled like nature. I can't really deviate from what the name is because it smells exactly like what they're named. This smells like a winter night. The other one smells like a forest floor. Forest floor I am burning in the kitchen right now, so I don't really have that one to show you, but I will put up a picture. I am in love with the farmer's market. I went for the first time at the beginning of the month, and we got so much stuff. Like we got these candles, we got this jalapeno and blueberry jelly, which is to die for. We have ran through a child. We need to get some more. Dog treats, we got arugula, we got the spicy mango sauce. We got a lot of stuff, but my favorite from the farmer's market was these candles because I burn them like at least once a week. I like to alternate between winter nights and forest floor, and I burn them, and they smell divine. And now we're on to like miscellaneous other things. First up, we have this cup. Look how cute this cup is. This is like an Ari cup. I got this at the dollar store yesterday, and I'm including it because I'm in love with this cup. Inside is the watermelon lemonade Sunkissed. So good. I got another cup. Well, it's a bottle at the dollar store. This is a Hydroflow. I like to take this one to work. And I got this for $12. The regular price on the website for these is $35, and I got this for $12 at the dollar store. They are both so cute. So now we're gonna get into my February TBR. Because February is Black History Month, I will only be reading books by Black authors. Seems right. So we're gonna go into the ones I have in my possession, and then we're gonna get into the ones that I don't have. So first up, we have Razor Blade Tears by S.A. Cosby. I have heard so many amazing things about S.A. Cosby. I've had this book for a minute, but oh, excuse my nails, by the way. I forgot to say that at the beginning of the video. Just don't mind them. I've been wanting to read his work for a while, and I've been having this book for a while, but I just never got around to it, and I feel like Black History Month is the perfect time to get around to it. It says Ike Randolph has been out of jail for 15 years with not so much as a speeding ticket in all that time. But a black man with cops at the door knows to be afraid. The last thing he expects to hear is that his son Isaiah has been murdered, along with Isaiah's white husband, Derek. Ike had never fully accepted Isaiah, but is devastated by his loss. Derek's father, Buddy Lee, had a similar relationship with his son, but he can't rest until he knows who killed them. Ike and Buddy Lee, two ex-cons with little in common other than a criminal past and a love for their dead sons, band together in their desperate desire for revenge and their quest to do better for their sons in death than they did in life. These hardened men will confront their own prejudices about their sons and each other as they rain down vengeance upon those who hurt their boys. Okay, next we have another S.A. Cosby. This is Blacktop Wasteland. This one is about a getaway driver. Well, back in the day, Bug was a getaway driver, and you know, in the back of his mind, he knows that when you're a getaway driver or when you're in the life of crime or whatever, you're never truly out of it. And now he works as a mechanic, and he's married, he has kids, but slowly that all falls apart. A former associate comes knocking at his door asking him to help out with a jewelry heist, and he feels like he has no choice but to get in the driver's seat, become a getaway driver again. Also kind of like a father-son story, because his father kind of just left him when he was young. He feels like, you know, that if he had a father, none of this would have happened. Real by Kennedy Ryan. I was supposed to read this month. It never happened. So now I'm gonna read it next month for Black History Month. I also explained this book in my reading vlog. This is basically about an actress named Neva. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. And she falls in love with her director, and it's their love story. The cover is stunning. It is gorgeous, and I live for it. Last, for the physical copies, it's gonna be Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi. I actually saw the cast for Children of Blood and Bone, and I live. It's casted so well. I just hope it's executed very well. Can you get your butt out the frame? And this is the second book in the trilogy. This is also like a magic story. It's basically about bringing magic back to a world where magic was taken by an evil king. I read the first one at the end of last year, and I'm excited to continue this series. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the things that the books that I don't have, but I do have them on audio, and I'm hoping to get to them this month. Plan to read Blood Like Fate on audio. The next book is The Blueprint. It says Celine Bonet lives in Texas, where choice no longer exists. An algorithm determines a Black woman's occupation, spouse, and residence. Celine finds solace in pitting the biography of Henriette, an ancestor who has been enslaved, who's been an enslaved concubine to a wealthy planter in 1800s Louisiana. But history repeats itself when Celine, lonely and naive, finds herself entangled with Baston Martin, a high-ranking government official. Celine finds the psychological bond unbearable, so she considers alternatives. With Henriette as her guide, she must decide whether and how to leave behind all that she knows. Inspired by the lives of enslaved concubines to U.S. politicians and planters, the blueprint unfolds over dual timelines to explore bodily autonomy, hypocrisy, and power imbalances through the lens of the nation's most unprotected, a Black girl. So that's kind of like perfect to read during Black History Month, and I'm excited to get into that. So next we have The Blood Trials by N.E. Davenport, and this is also a duology fantasy sci-fi mix, and basically we follow Marine, whose grandfather was murdered. She tries to figure out, what happened because she was very close with her grandfather. And at the same time, she has to undergo something called the blood trials in order to get a blood gift. So very much like Blood Like Magic, I would say. They run in the same vein. The second book in the duology is called The Blood Gift. I don't know if I'll get to both of those books this month. It's a pretty ambitious TBR. I will get to it at some point in the year. Probably in March, I'll get to The Blood Gift. And if I don't get to the blood trials, then I'll definitely get to that in March. So this is just kind of like everything that I want to read. And if it's not possible, it's just not possible. Lastly, we have A Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams. She also wrote 7 Days in June. I have not read that, but I've heard fantastic things about it. A free-spirited florist and an energetic musician share a soulmate connection told through the history, art, and the magic of Harlem. The daughter of a powerful Atlanta dynasty, Ricky Wilde is the opposite of her famous socialite sisters. In her bones, Ricky knows that somewhere a different, more exciting life awaits her. When she moves into a Harlem brownstone, she leaves behind her family, wealth, and chaotic romantic decisions to realize her dream of opening a flower shop. One evening, Ricky encounters a handsome, deeply mysterious stranger, knocks her world off balance in the most unexpected way. Set against the backdrop of modern Harlem and Renaissance glamour, A Love Song for Ricky Wilde is a swoon-worthy love story of two passionate artists drawn to the magic, romance, and opportunity of New York, and whose lives are uniquely and irreversibly linked. That just sounds so beautiful. And I do want to read more Tia Williams in the future. Like, I do want to read 7 Days in June. Like, scrolling through Spotify, and I saw A Love Song for Ricky Wilde, and it just spoke to me. But I want to get to a decent amount of them. Like, all together, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books. I hope you enjoyed Blue. She finally settled down at the end of the video. Let me know what your monthly favorites were in any and all of the categories. I love to try things out and see what other people are into. And yeah, don't forget to like this video if you liked it. Comment, subscribe if you like my vibe, turn on your notifications, share with a friend, and I will see you next week. Bye.